Netflix doubling down on its viewership transparency. On Tuesday, the streaming giant released its first ever biannual viewing report that covers 6 months worth of data and includes the following. 1. Hours viewed for every title, both original and licensed, watched for over 50,000 hours. 2. The premiere date for any Netflix TV series or film. And 3. Whether a title was available globally. And there's some interesting stats in here with season 1 of The Night Agent amassing that top spot, while other Netflix originals like Ginny and Georgia and Wednesday also outperforming here. And this is the first time we're really seeing such comprehensive data. And the licensing picture of this all is interesting to me because 45% of those top titles are licensed titles. And Netflix hosted a press call with reporters. I asked co-CEO Ted Sarandos whether or not Netflix would ever consider licensing their own originals to competitors. We've seen them licensed from others. Suits, prime example of how well that does. And he said no. He said the fact that Netflix has this search feature, which makes it really easy for people to find their content, they have a large subscriber base, that makes these licensed shows explode. He's not quite sure if the reverse would have the same effect.
I do think, just like speaking from a consumer standpoint, you do find that on Netflix, right?
Right.
Like, the suggestions they make, you always kind of click on them, and they have that
explore them, watch a few minutes.
The popular on Netflix tab is pretty prominent the second you get there, and so they can kind of steer you in that direction. I don't know. It'd be interesting though if they did license it out to other streamers at some point. Sort of what kind of interest that would garner. Like, did everyone that wanted to watch Stranger Things just get Netflix?
Right.
Or would you see like a resurgence? Because all of Netflix's shows are new.
More churn too for a
and all of Netflix's shows are new, right?
Yeah.
I think that's sort of what stands out to me there is all of those shows have really come out in the last couple of years, it feels like.
They've only been making originals for about a decade.
The shows that they license, you can kind of bring back, Lost, that was popular maybe 15 years ago, and make it popular again.
Yeah, and when I think of Netflix, I can't think of some that have done so well over the past year. I think of Ginny and Georgia. I think of Bridgerton. That was one that got me hooked, and honestly, it has me rethinking when a new season comes out, do I want to pay for Netflix again? Because I was one of the ones that got the boot earlier this year as well.